Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Lore Cave. It's me, the Lore Dragon. Ah, yes, it feels good to be right back into a regular schedule. To where I can finish a model in a couple of days rather than taking like 2 months. Hey, Bull. There we go. How we doing, everybody? I love this. I love having this cave. I feel so professional. How's Lore doing? I'm doing great. My voice actually feels much better today. I figured after streaming yesterday that my voice was going to be just like ripped apart, but no, I actually feel all right. Hey, Starfire. Feeling a little under weather? Yes, you guys are now all suffering from the flu. That's right. I transmitted it to you virtually. That's what you get for coming into my cave. I told you I was sick, and you came in here anyway. That's on you. That's on you. It's your own fault. I tried to warn you. I don't feel bad for you now. I definitely don't feel bad. Got what's coming to you. But yes, today we're going to be getting right back to work on Vice's model. I got my questions answered, so now I know for a fact that the head, like because yesterday we were having trouble because with the reference, because we couldn't quite tell if the head was supposed to be kind of like a skull mask, a dragon skull mask shape, but it is. I was right. Got all my questions answered, so now we can finalize the design and start planning how we're going to do texturing. I think we might be able to get started on the texturing too. There's no real sense in like doing the rigging first, since we already know for a fact how it's going to look. But you know, we'll get back to we'll do that part last. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. All right. So last time we had pretty much got the entirety of the model done. I don't need this. Like we got like all of the basics down. We got the body, the 2 sets of wings, the head made from scratch. It's going to be in 2 parts. Right here. Basically going to be these. Ever played Chrono Trigger? No, I haven't actually. I missed that. But in order to make this work a little bit better, what we're going to do is we're actually going to get rid of some of the bottom part of the jaw. It's going to be like a skull, so it needs to have some room to open. Let the worm in, so to speak. Phrasing. Hey Lexi, welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, I actually can see now on OBS how many viewers I have on Twitter right now, which is, I can't see the chat from Twitter, but I can see that I have viewers, which is interesting. It didn't used to do that. Must have been an update. Let's see. Which faces can I delete here? I think that should do it. Oh, really? You know, I have been meaning to play Chrono Trigger, but I don't know. I'd have to really be in the mood for that kind of RPG. Is it it's not a tactics game, is it? Like grid-based strategy? Am I just making that up? No? Okay. Well, damn. But those are the best. Those are my favorite. If I play like turn-based RPGs anymore at all, they kind of have to be tactics. That's just me, though. There we go. So this is, like I said, a very unorthodox dragon, and I love it. I am so happy to get this commission. Like, if it's a very stationary kind of turn-based game where you don't really move the characters, they just stay stationary, it has to be something real special for me to, like, I guess it has to be more like real-time strategy, or I guess, I don't know. I just kind of became a little disillusioned with that kind of gameplay, if that makes sense. I used to play the hell out of it, don't get me wrong. I played Final Fantasy. I grew up playing Final Fantasy X, or, you know, all the Final Fantasy games. But I don't know. I think I've just gotten a little bored with it. Kind of need, at least with like grid-based games and like Fire Emblem or Tactics, Fire Emblem Tactics or Final Fantasy Tactics, I can kind of scratch that strategy itch, you know? There's a lot more going on. Not every fight is the same, and there's no random encounters, which I really like. Every fight in a Fire Emblem game or Final Fantasy Tactics is designed to be there. You know, it's meant to be there. They're all done with a purpose, if that makes sense. Ogre Tactics? I think you mentioned that yesterday. I haven't played that, but it sounds neat. I do like I said, I love tactics games. Tactical RPGs. And have been looking for a new one to play, honestly. I just went through the entire Banner Saga again. Again, great series. You guys need to play it. I think it's still on sale on Steam for like an absurdly low price. Hang on, let me see if it's still on sale. There we go, the Banner Saga Trilogy. Well, it's got a bundle deal, which I think is a pretty good deal. I bought it for dirt cheap, but you should just buy it anyway. Hella good. Insanely good game. Indie game, too. Completely hand-drawn animation, which is just wild. Like imagine combining the Oregon Trail with Fire Emblem, but with a style that's like a Nordic saga. It's available on the Switch too if you don't want to buy it, but like it'll be more expensive on the Switch because I don't think they have a bundle deal. But anyways, 3 games, wonderfully made, excellent combat, tight fucking combat. I tell you, just like absolutely worth it. Especially even if you played on hard, especially if you played on hard mode, like you really get your money's worth. And your choices really do have consequences. Like very rarely do we get AAA games where choices actually have consequences outside of like Telltale games, you know? Like the story plays out the same no matter what, but in this game, the story really does change. Does kind of look like this goes a little bit further into the chin than I'm letting it. Like the majority of this. Like the majority of this bottom jaw. I think, should be open. More so than it already is. Like I said, very unique dragon design here. Nice to break the mold, especially on the one part of modeling that I hate the most, of fucking mouth and teeth. This one just doesn't have that. This one just like doesn't have the part I hate the most. That's wonderful, you know? What a day to be alive. Just a long tongue, yeah, but at least it's something. Flippy, quit eating my headphones. That's a bad boy. All right, there we go. You know, let me close the jaw a little bit because it's open really loud. Security bot, what's going on, buddy? Buddy old pal. I'm gonna hide this. Rock and roll. What is this? What is this face? Ah, okay. I think we're gonna make this a little smaller. It might just be the perspective, but it just seems like the inner part of this needs to come out a little bit more. I think it's just the perspective. I think this is fine. Just a very strange angle. It was described to me as like an exoskeleton. Like the head part right here is supposed to be like an exoskeleton. Ooh, Security Pod, thank you for the subscription, man. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. I'm gonna tattoo your name on this model somewhere whenever I paint it. Commissioner won't even know. There you go, that's why I was looking weird. It'll be our little secret. Here we are. Okay. I think I was right about these being in a straight line going along the spine, so I'll leave those alone. These are going to be... Well, I was going to do something like this, where it was just going to be flat. But I think I've changed my mind. I think I want them to be modeled. So I think that would be better. This can be... no. Actually, Nah, it'll be fine. Gotta tighten up that tummy a little bit. Very skinny model, very skinny. Same thing with the tail. Tail needs to be tightened up a little bit. Okay, I think we can go ahead and start UV unwrapping, getting this thing ready to paint. What is going on here? All right. It is symmetrical, so we will be UV unwrapping it with the mirror modifier unapplied. Hey, Xander, how's it going, buddy? Welcome in. I've definitely not been well. I've been sick for... I was sick for a very long time, like 2 weeks with the flu, but I think I'm finally over it. Playing some Star Citizen, eh? I don't think I ever played. Body's pretty much ready to be UV unwrapped. I think it's just the wings here. The littler wings need to be better UV unwrapped. No worries, Andrew, take your time. We got plenty of time. That's all right. Like I said, we got plenty of time. No rush. I'm a stay-at-home dad. I got nothing else going on. Except bouncing. I do that on the weekends. But that's just for fun. There we go. There we go. Oh yeah, it's going pretty good thus far. Model's almost done already. Went real smooth, no problems. I guess the next hard part is going to be rigging these wings so that they fold without clipping into each other. That's going to be tough. All right, here we go. It's UV unwrap. I'm going to separate those into their own object so that when I UV unwrap, they come out different. Hey, Kenshi, how's it going? Welcome in. Where'd that happen? Whoops. Let's see. Let's try that again. Good. Oh. Not sure I like that. What's that? Oh, the horns. Oh, and I didn't even unwrap that. Okay. a huge fan of this. That's better. You. You. God, guys, UV unwrapping is so much fun. What's going on, GJ Marco? What you doing? All right, I'm just cutting these off. There, solved all my problems. Okay, not all of them. Hey, Sesh. What's going on, buddy? Oh man, I hate the cold too. It's been freezing here these past few days. I hate it. Should not be this hot where I live, or this cold where I live. Finishing out the workday. Well, I'm glad that you are ending your workday. See you next time, Xander. Appreciate you stopping by. It's like 6 degrees. Six degrees. It shouldn't be possible to be 6 degrees here. The fuck? sitting at -5. That's like 11 degree different. At that point, it barely matters. Once it hits the single digits, it's just cold. It's just fucking cold no matter what. I hate this song. It makes me feel like I'm playing the Aladdin game on the NES, not the good one. All right, I believe now she's UV unwrapped sufficiently. The minimized stretch. Not gonna lie, I'm a little bit tempted to like take the wings and give them their own material because man, the wing fingers take up so much space on the goddamn UV. Way too much. Just to be a solid color. Well, I guess maybe not because they're gonna have scales on them too, so they need to have as much space as they need, you know, like that's the way it is. One thing we can do is we could stop this shit from splitting down the middle like it is. Hey Artizart, how's it going? Yeah, I've been sick for a while, but now I'm better. Came out of it stronger than ever. Now the flu has no power over me. Not for now, forever. I've done it. I've conquered it. I've conquered mortality. I've conquered death. What is that? Here we are. There we go. The only Borderlands game that I ever played was Tiny Tina's Wonderland. Never finished it though. Dragons are awesome. They're pretty cool. At their best when they're played as villains. I think that will be fine. Good is dumb. Let the heroes have that. Yeah, we love Grigori around here. We're Grigori stans. All right, beautiful. Now I have to make the decision. Well, it is a VTuber model, right? Wait, is it a VTuber model? Is it a VTuber model? Yes, this is for VTubing. Okay. So if it wasn't for VTubing, I would not do this. I would not add the subdivision surface to it. But because it is for VTubing, we will be adding the subdivision surface to it. Because our poly count does not matter. However, I did almost forget. These do need to be attached. All right, so division surface. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Now we just need to sharpen out the edges that need to be sharp. Ow. What class would fit? I don't know, it's hard to say because Grigori would do everything. Can't go wrong with the battle mage of some kind. Yeah, 77,000 is pretty good considering it's a dragon model. This is gonna be my new VTuber? No, this is for commission. Now mine's pretty set in stone. Pretty happy with it. But my day job is kind of just making these for other people. No worries. I think instead of edge creasing there, I think I'll just do this. Are there any good mods for Dragon's Dogma? I've actually never tried playing it with that. You know what? Instead of a subdivision surface, we need to add the multi-resolution modifier. That way we can sculpt it. Excuse me. I just never thought about adding mods to the game. It just seems like such a perfect game to me, you know? Never thought to mod it before. The only thing I could think of would be to, like, kind of like in Skyrim and Fallout, they have the mod called the cutting room floor where it adds back in content that was originally cut. I bet you a cutting room floor mod for Dragon's Dogma would be incredible if there even is such a thing. Take off my hoodie. It's suddenly getting too hot in here after I put in a space heater. How about that? Frying pans on Twitch, my viewers can use channel point redeems to like throw shit at me and stuff. I've tried to get it to work with YouTube, but it's a lot of work, so there's no way to make it really work really well on YouTube, unfortunately. So you'll see like frying pans and shit come down on me or whatever. What? You don't want the scar on the Arisen's chest? It's like the most important part of the game. No. No. Man, I'm feeling pretty good about that. Yeah, it's kind of spooky, isn't it? Just kind of comes out of nowhere. It does scare me. It does kind of wake me up sometimes. I'll be like really heavy in my work and I'll just be like just staring like really intently at the screen, and then out of nowhere, bonk, wakes my ass up. Okay, let's get this show on the road. Let me open up Substance Painter and we can finally get started on getting this done. I think because what she wants here is this kind of scale job over most of the body. Her head is going to be more like an exoskeleton, but the body itself is going to be like this. I don't think sculpting this would really be worth it. That'd be a lot of work, and I think it would actually look better if I just use a material in Substance Painter. So let's just do that. Yeah, the shrink head's funny. I don't think anyone shrunk my head in a while. Most people just like to hit me with the frying pan. Kind of want to apply the mirror modifier just to smooth out the center right here, because the mirror modifier is what makes this artifact appear. Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll smooth it out and then we'll... And also, because I made this new world, right? Where I'm in my own little cave. It looks really cool, works really well. The only problem is that I set the spawn point too far away from the TV, so now all of my items miss whenever they're supposed to be thrown at me. The ones that are supposed to fall on me work, but the ones that are just supposed to be thrown at me, they don't work anymore. Not very well. Well, I appreciate that, GJ Marco. Really appreciate that. There we go. That should do it. Now, if we wanted to reapply that modifier, we just select everything on this side. Delete it. Reapply it. Turn on clipping. There we go. Hey Dylan, how's it going? All right, we export this as an FBX. Save. Then we're going to switch over to Substance Painter. Maybe. There we go. All right, we're in Substance Painter. Make a new file. Commissions, Vice. Because we're Giga Chads, we like to make 4K textures. No, I'm afraid it won't work like that, because it uses channel points on Twitch. So you have to be viewing on Twitch to earn channel points and then use those to activate the frying pan and stuff. Uh-oh. For some reason my normals are all facing the wrong way. Whoops. Let me fix that real quick. so weird. It's only in certain spots. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. All right, then we just need to adjust the shader so that it doesn't have backface culling on it. There we go. Now we can see the wings from both sides. And we can get started. So first things first, I am wanting to figure out right off the bat if I can use just a straight up leather-like texture in order to get these lizard scales on here. I don't think that I have all of my... Actually, I'm also going to want to... Nah, this will work. All right. It just needs to be seamless, which this one does look like it's seamless. And then we could change the color to be white, or maybe a little more off-white. Be something along these lines. But it is not entirely seamless. So what we can do here is we can take, let's see if this works. Sometimes this works. If you take UV projection, switch that to triplanar. Now it's seamless. All right, yeah, see, so sculpting that would have been pretty much pointless. But I think I want to try to find a different leather texture instead of one of these. Let's see, instead of that one, let's do this one. Might take a second to load because we're using 4K textures like GigaChads. Yeah, I don't think so. All right, I'm gonna go looking around for another leather texture. The community assets are usually pretty dang good. But yeah, I think we're definitely looking for some kind of leather here. Probably a big grain kind of thing. Let's see, there's leather rough. Nah, I don't think so. Ooh, this is a good one. Hang on. You guys can't see them right now, but you'll see them in just a second. As soon as I import them. Ooh, this is a good one too. Lots of good options here. All right, let me import these and we'll see which one we want to go with. All right, let's give these a shot. All right, definitely not seamless. Hey, CosplayZilla, thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome in. Welcome in. What's going on? No, not this one. Let's try this one. Again, not seamless. We can fix that. All right. I like where this is going. Very fine scales is what we're going for. All right, base color mask maps. This is where we're gonna have to get real creative, because there's a lot of colors that goes into this that come together to make like a really cohesive design. This is kind of like a dusting, so we're probably going to want that to be light gray. We're going to want some blues in there, some very like grayish blues. This is going to give it its silver look. All right, the majority of the color is going to come from this one. All right, there's gonna be a dark color. All right, I think I like this one. Just needs to rotate a little bit. How do I type a command? You don't need to type the command. As soon as you earn enough channel points, right at the bottom of chat, there's like a little sphere. You just click and it'll have your channel points next to it. You just click on that and it'll display a list of all of the channel point redeems that we've got. Alright, this is a good scale material. I'm really glad I found this. Yeah, definitely better than what I was thinking we were gonna go with. Yeah, and you earn channel points just by watching, you know, like you just kind of have the tab open. The more you chat, the more channel points you earn, you know. That's how it works on Twitch. I think there's just a little too much dark in here. Oh, right here. Ah, there we go. That's why. Now we got some glowing eyes. Nice. All right, we're gonna need that same thing on the inside of the mouth. Is it all over the inside of the mouth? Yes, pretty much. Uh-oh. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Neato. Hey, Purity Dragon fan, how's it going? Welcome in. Fuck. Not great. I knew that was gonna happen. Need to fix that. I'm gonna see if I can simulate some kind of glitter effect on here. I bet you I could. And your Dragon OCA, nice. Yeah. All right. Gonna add a fill. See if I can get like a dust or a noise. I haven't finished Divinity Original Sin 2 either. Once, by the time we were getting, me and my sister were getting close to the end, we ended up or Baldur's Gate came out and we needed to jump immediately to that. So we probably won't go back to Divinity for a while until we're done with Baldur's Gate. Did you make Lord Dragon? Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I think really I should just dust it on there. Instead of using a fill layer, I should just hand dust it on there. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely the case. Oh. I don't know. I think the glitter is going to be almost entirely done with the shader. If I'm being honest. Let me take a look at the description on the commission. Very small. Okay. It's gonna be more like glimmering snow. Okay. If that's the case, then I think that these scales need to be pretty much entirely white. Like no discoloration, basically just all the way. No dark spots. And maybe even less intense. Yeah, they need to look a little less bumpy. That makes sense. A little smoother. Excuse me. It really is more like leather. Whenever I'm looking at the example that she gave me, yeah, because it's really smooth. Because it's basically trying to replicate the same kind of scale patterns as Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon. Hey, Robin, how's it going? My sister's been playing a druid in Baldur's Gate, and she's really loving it. I think they're the only class that can summon stuff, which kind of mad. I want them to summon stuff as a wizard or as a sorcerer. Summon demons and stuff, but no. Guess not. What's up, Casper? What's going on, buddy? Don't know how to make dragons. Well, I'm not very smart either, so I think you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I don't know why I'm lagging super hard right now. What is taking so many resources? Substance painter, of course. There we go. Not lagging anymore. There we go. Whenever I do like adjust the parameters on these materials, I do lag a little bit. There we go, that's smoother. There we go. That kind of works. Yeah, that way the glow from the eyes and stuff will actually bounce off of the scales. Make it seem like a shimmering dragon all the way down, up and down. Well, Baldur's Gate is exactly like D&D 5th edition. They took out a few things to make it a little more playable as a video game, but a little more balanced. But all in all, it is pretty much D&D directly as a video game. I love it, honestly. I love playing D&D. Like, I hope they make more games just like this, where it's just straight up D&D the video game. What's up, compatibility? Sorry, I can't read your username. Ah. On. Good to know that's where the stretch is right there. No one can read it? Okay. Well, glad to know I'm not the only one. Well, how you doing anyway? Okay, that emissive intensity needs to go down. There we go. I've never been a Roblox guy. Never played it. Not a kind of sandbox player, you know, like I don't play Minecraft or anything like that. I need to have like a goal, you know, tell me what to do. Please tell me what to do. All right. Been binging through my videos. Good to know. Appreciate that. Got another video coming out soon on how to write truly evil villains. Just finished the script for it this morning. Gonna be recording it probably tomorrow sometime. Feels nice being back to like regular content creation. But I'm glad you found the stuff very useful. Using Blender? Yeah. Well, right now I'm in Substance Painter because I'm painting the model, but I used Blender to make this one. Needed lunch. It's getting kind of hungry. Well, the thing about racism and speciesism is that it's not justifiable. You know, like whenever you're writing it, it's an irrational feeling that people have based on their biases. So if your character is struggling, if you're trying to figure out like why would my character be racist, just understand that it comes from hatred. It comes from a place of close-minded backwood thinking, you know. So like it's not a rational thought. It's not a thought that's smart. It's not a feeling that smart people have. So if your character is that you're trying to write is a racist or a speciesist or whatever, just know that you don't have to think of a smart reason why. Sometimes people are just bad. Sometimes people just suck. There you go. And the thing about like making things cartoonish, like, you know, there's not much, like a solid piece of advice I could give on trying to make sure things aren't cartoonish is like, it's gonna, you've probably heard this advice before, but just find real life examples of what racism looks like, because right now in our current world, it's not really as apparent as we hate people of this demographic. We hate this minority. They have to use dog whistles. They have to use microaggressions to be truly racist. You know, they have to use systemic racism. You know, they can't just be like, we want to kill all minorities. You know, they have. So a lot of the times it's subtle. It's like, I'm not racist, but you know, that's kind of like what a character I imagine, unless they are like openly psychotic, you know, and just don't give a fuck. Then yeah, sure, you know, they are kind of cartoonishly evil. They're just like, there sadly are people like that in this world, but again, those are usually maniacs, you know, actual like people with serious mental disorders that definitely need to get back on their meds. My wife watches these YouTubers who make a lot of Roblox content, and I just don't get it. I'm too old for Roblox, I guess. I felt too old for Minecraft too, and that was like the big thing. Just not a sandbox kind of player. I guess to keep answering your question, keep beating that dead horse. Some examples of if I was to write a scene right off the top of my head to show that a specific character was was racist without it just being like, no, like if they like say they're racist against Dragonborn, like they just hate Dragonborns for whatever reason. Maybe a Dragonborn stole his girlfriend when he was younger and he's hated their entire race ever since. I don't know. Shit like that happens in real life. He could be like, look, I think I'm not a racist, but you know, maybe we should watch out for that Dragonborn guy, you know? Boy, what makes you say that? I just have a bad feeling about him, you know? It's, you know, that is a statement that could technically be taken as, I don't trust this specific guy, but if written under a certain context, it could be like, you say that about every Dragonborn that we meet. And he's like, well, I mean, I'm just saying, you know, I mean, I'm not a racist. I'm just saying, you know. That is a kind of racism that doesn't come off as cartoony. That shit happens in real life all the time. All the time. And you could be like, hey, I'm not, like, hey, or you could just be like, I think that they should have they should have their own country and we should have our own country. You know, that's something, that's some pretty aggressive thought patterns right there. That's some pretty genocidal thought pattern right there, you know. You could put that into a character real easy and justify that really easy under them just being a nationalist, you know. Or a whatever species supremacist or whatever. Well, that's the thing too about racism that makes it kind of tricky, is that you don't have to be a wretched person, like an actual, like overall terrible person, to be a racist. You can be a generally good person. Like, I don't think my dad in real life is a terrible person. At least I'd like to think he's not, but dude's definitely a racist. Like, the dude's definitely got some baggage. But at the end of the day, all of his racism isn't like clan stuff. You know, it's not like he's going out into the streets, you know, looking to lynch somebody, you know, where he's not there. But he does say slurs. He all the fucking time. He says slurs all the time, and just doesn't give a fuck, you know. And that's not a good thing. But I don't think that he's a bad person. I just think he's ignorant, you know. And your character might not be a bad villain or a terrible person. Like, he's not going out of his way to kill the minority he dislikes. But he might call them slurs anyway, you know. I mean, Vegeta was calling humans slurs. Like, I don't think he ever stopped. He called them his own version of human slurs, but he didn't, you know, he never stopped doing that. He's kind of the Lancer, right? He never stopped. I think he still does it even to this day. I can't remember what the Namekian slur was, but I know he still says it. And, you know, if you're not a minority yourself, it might not be a bad idea to talk to one and be like, hey, what's racism like from your end? You know, take whatever they got to say with a grain of salt and be like, hey, you know, at least gather some information on what it feels like to be the victim of it. And it might give you some insight. Oh, never know. Yeah, Frieza don't give a fuck, but Frieza's definitely a villain. You know, Frieza, we expect that from him, you know? We expect it from Frieza. Yeah, Frieza's just a straight up irredeemable monster. But like I said, we expect that of him. I didn't really watch Super that much, so I don't remember. I know of Zamasu, but I didn't watch it. I'm kind of done with Dragon Ball Z. I'm kind of done with Dragon Ball Z, dude. GT was the end for me. That's as far as I wanted to go. And I know it's not canon anymore, but it should be. I loved it. Unironically think GT's better than Super. Alright, I guess now we do the stomach. Hang on, I think she messaged me telling me something I needed to keep in mind. Okay, I think she told me that on Discord. Start pitying them. I think the term you might want to use is having sympathy. If you want him to be like to learn his lesson, be a good guy, you don't want him to have pity, you want him to have sympathy. But if you want him to be like, it's marginally better than he was at the beginning of the story, then yeah, pity will work. Sounds like a Vegeta guy. That's something Vegeta would be like. He's like, you know what? I don't hate you anymore, but I think I do have pity for you. It's like, yeah. Yeah, if you wanted to stop, like he's on his way to becoming, to getting it, you know, he's on his way to, you know, not being an asshole anymore. But he's still an asshole. Yeah, I feel that. That's cool. That's a good idea. Alright, what did she say about the stomach? Belly smooth. Okay, the belly smooth. Okay, alright. That's all. Okay. Let's take the scales off right here. Where should that go? On the reference, it looks like it's literally just the front, so maybe about there. Okay, this might take a while. Actually, you know what? Just painting that's going to be easier. Screw it. I'll turn the hardness up on that. I think she's got gills too. Yeah. That's what I see on the reference. I'll have to keep that in mind. See, does it go all the way down the tail? No, just around the thickest part. Hey Ray, how's it going? Go. Yep, 4 eyes, 4 wings, and like a kind of exoskeleton-like head, which is pretty unique. Got all kinds of neat concepts being thrown around up here. Forgot this was a missive. There we go. What shape is that? Just a general kind of circle. Didn't think the scales would. I thought that the scales would go over that. Let me see. It's the emissive, that's what's making that happen. Okay. If I turn the emissive on, but like turn its color down to I can't. All right, I'm just gonna have to be careful with how I draw these on. Yeah, it's almost like a spider dragon. If only it had 8 eyes. Wait, do spiders actually have 8 eyes? I don't remember if that was true or not. Do the rest of these. Let me go ahead and draw on those gills. Basically just 3 slits for the gills. Going right across the body here. Well, damn. Maybe if only she had 8 eyes, she would have been a complete spider dragon. Music's a bit choppy. Is it choppy for anyone else? Hope it's not, because I have no idea why it would be like that. It was choppy. Is it still choppy? All right. I think it was just lagged. I think the stream lagging and then lagging OBS. Okay. What's next? Oh yeah, so right around where the mission parts right here kind of connect, there's like these little black gill sections that kind of extrude out like that. So we're gonna do those next. All right. All right, and then we sharpen them up. Got the initial down, we're gonna sharpen it. Hey. Okay. Now I just have to figure out if there's anything else that I want to do on the wings. Specifically the, oh, you know what? I just realized the tongue isn't here. The tongue and the spikes on the back. They're gone. Hang on. Knew there was something missing. There we go. I'm gonna have to repaint the inside of the mouth. Oh well. What color is the tongue? Oh, the tongue is just straight up white. Interesting. All right, good to know. I love this design so much. This is so cool. Anything that has like neon and like really strong, bold emissives, I love. I honestly kind of want to add, like, make like a more synthetic lore dragon design. Well, maybe it's just like a form, you know, not so much like my main design. It would just be for fun. Maybe someday. I think that glare needs to go down like big time. Well, maybe not too much. Like the emission needs to stay powerful, but the glare needs to go down. I can't see. Can't see what I'm doing. Blinding myself here. There we go, the luminescence, that's what needs to go down. There we go, just a little bit of luminescence. Just a little bit. Here we go. I'm gonna go ahead and take the scales off of like the very top part. Like right here. Ah. That was bad. Yeah, I dig it. All right, now the material for the actual webbing of the wings. I don't know, man. Because there's really not a lot of information on here. They're just solid black. Not a lot of indication as to what kind of material they're made of. They do look dark, like they don't have a lot of light reflecting off of them. So like a rough material would probably be the best. And maybe just some light dusting, like just some light dusting. Something like this. Or like a fog almost. Something like this with actually no, something with even bigger fog. And like, can I invert that? Something like that, just for some discoloration. All right. So next, we're gonna need an alpha map because we're gonna be painting on the alpha here. Yes, Flippy, I hear you. I can't remember which one of these allowed for alpha. In this case, they are attached. Sometimes I do separate meshes and sometimes I attach them, but I think because I knew this was going to be a real pain to rig, I went ahead and attached them. If I'm like being a real stickler for poly count for like say a VRChat avatar, and I absolutely need it to be like really low poly for like a quest avatar, then I will make them a separate mesh so that I can keep the webbing really low poly. But because this is for a VTuber model, it doesn't really matter. They can be just as high poly as they need to be. Okay, I cannot remember for the life of me how to do alpha in Substance Painter. It's been, I just did it not too long ago for the Lung Dragon adoptable, which is still up for adoption, by the way. Damn it, what was it? This one? Okay, there we go. It was opacity. That's what it was. Okay. Nice. Okay. There we go. Now I can paint on the opacity map. Nice. Probably make that a harder brush. There we go. Sorry, that was a bad itch in my throat. How's it going, wireframe? Fuck, my throat. Right as he came in, just decided to go to hell. Yeah, don't know how that happened. Yeah, but it's going good. Going good. I was gonna say I'm well now, but I don't know about that anymore. I'm starting to wonder. Starting to wonder. Well, I would usually, but add the ribs, but the reference just has these looking like like this. This is what the reference looks like. Hang on. One sec. Just gonna put a big old image on the screen so you can see it. What we're working off of. Alright, there we go. There's our reference. So I'm kind of going off of the part right here in the bottom right, where the tail looks, well, like that, pretty much, more or less. I should probably ask her again sometime if those are supposed to be, if she wants me to apply those as horns, or if she wants me to keep them flat. I'm almost certain that she's gonna want it. Actually, now that I'm looking at it, because this is a more realistic look, I'm almost certainly gonna be modeling these with, you know, like actual horns, like I did with these right here. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we're doing, for sure. Yep, going back. Well, I'll leave that alone for now. Flippy, goddamn. All right, next up is the horns. Let me make sure I get these right, because these are very important. Not a ton to get wrong here. The material on the horns is definitely a little more, a little different than the claws, so I'm gonna need to probably make some new ones for the horns. Yeah, I think the tail end looks like hair. So I'm probably going to model it as like just a big tuft of hair. Like it was drawn to look 2D in a 2D style, but I'm going to be interpreting it as, you know, like how a lion's tail is, kind of. All right, let's see. It is looking pretty good. I'm having a good time with this one. You know, it's such a unique, crazy alien design, you know, especially because it's like a worm wearing a dragon skull helmet, you know? That's the intended design, and I just love that. It's such a bold look. A new take on the dragon, you know. Just when I was getting sick of making dragons, I found a dragon that inspired me again, you know. Trying to figure out how I'm going to replicate this material here. I guess one way would just be to change the base color to where it's a little less black. Something like this. Then add some discoloration to it. Like edge wear, that's what it needs. That's what it needs. Should I do Unity again? Are you wanting to get it? Wait, you're a game dev, aren't you? I couldn't remember if I saw you doing game dev stuff. Or would it be for like VRChat? I'm wanting to get into game dev. That'd be nice. Yeah, Unity's frustrating as hell. It definitely is. You know, I've been meaning to look into that. I've been sick for 2 weeks now. I should get back in there and see what's going on. See if I can figure it out for you. You know what? That's probably what it is. Hang on. I'm going to bake these mesh maps. I forgot to do that. Might be useful. Yeah, I think I'm finally over it now. Man, this was the worst flu I've ever had in my life. Nah, Blender supremacy. Blender forever. Blender for all your needs. Blender and Unreal Engine. Master race of 3D software. That was because I had a random itch in my throat. I don't know what happened. It just came out of nowhere. I'm good now. There we go. Now we can mess with these masks a little bit. Try to find some edge wear. Jarek, what's going on, buddy? Kind of just congregates up to the tip, don't it? You can tap the top of the mic to mute it. Nice. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. Now let's get the designs on here. I think that'll help too. Because I want these to look very cubular. You know, that's what the design looks like on the reference. It's really cubular. And it really ain't, not like really round horns. Cubular. Oh, I remember. I've done this before where I'm like desperately trying to make a circle, draw a circle around a single object in Substance Painter. I can never do it. All right, I'm gonna cheat. Okay, it's not cheating, but you know, I'm gonna use tools. Only real artists don't use any tools at all. You should be coding your own 3D painting software from scratch. You noob. I am a pretty bad programmer. That is true. For now, just wait till I take this, how many, like 11-hour course on Unreal Engine. Then I'll be as good as the best game devs in the industry. You just wait. You just fucking wait. I'll be making the next Horizon Zero Dawn by myself as a solo dev. I don't need nobody slowing me down. Wait, you don't know how to make video games? You lied to me? I have a favorite dinosaur. There is no other correct answer other than the T-Rex. That's the only correct answer to that question. Hey, Braveheart, how's it going, buddy? Just working on another dragon. Very unique dragon. That's right, T-Rex, get in here. All of them know that is incorrect. Good guess, but incorrect. Oh my god, my dad does that same shit. Like, if somebody's having a computer problem, like, he'll send them to me on Facebook and be like, he'll be like, he can solve all of your computer problems. Like, I'm an IT guy, and I'm not. That's literally why I dropped out of being a fucking computer science major, is because I'm not good at IT. I can't fully understand, like, the inner workings of a computer. I really can't. I didn't even build my own PC. Fucking got my sister's boyfriend to do it. Honestly, Braveheart, I wish I had stuck it out. Not lying. I really wish I had stuck it out. But I was young and dumb and lazy, and I should have stuck it out. I would have had a much more useful degree. And heck, maybe I could have learned how to do some game dev. Maybe I could have done that. I should have done that, honestly. I'm not a lion. Yeah. Jarrett coming in strong with them dad jokes. I do love me a good dad joke. Software development sounds hard, honestly. Yeah, that's my ultimate dream, is to make video games, honestly. I just never really followed through on it. You know, outside of just making assets. You know, I can make video game assets. You know, I can make, like, if anything, that's the one talent I have, because I can make really well optimized models that look way higher poly than they are. That is a talent I do have. But anything on the Unity side, I am, or anything, I mean, I'll probably use Unreal because it works better with Blender, but anything on that side, I'm completely helpless. That is true. I did find a course, you know, one of a million billion, that will help me learn Unreal. And I'm thinking it's going to be something I tackle for the rest of the year. I learned Blender really fast, so I'm sure I can learn Unreal fairly fast. And I still remember a good portion of like computer science and coding. You know, I didn't finish the degree, but I got fairly far in it, and I was good at coding. I was actually, like, I was joking earlier, but I'm actually pretty good at coding. I understand it. I understand logic, I understand that kind of stuff, but just applying it to game dev is the hard part. No, I'm not. I'm definitely not going into the industry. If I'm going to do this, it's going to be independent. I'm not the kind of person who can handle having a boss. You know, I'm way too fucking insubordinate. I'm way too independent. I just cannot work under conditions of like having a boss. It's just not something I can do. Hey Cal, how's it going? Hell yeah, T-Rex supremacy. Yeah, there's a very good reason that so many game devs are just going independent, honestly. For one, they make better games, period. Two, they can, you know, not work themselves to death for nothing. You know, they reap all the benefits. Just get a really good Kickstarter campaign going. Just, you know, say that you worked on X game and people might back you. That's what the Banner Saga did, you know? The Banner Saga is one of the best fucking tactical RPGs out there. Man, I'd love to make a tactical RPG. That's the dream. But I also want to make an action game, an action RPG. I want to make everything. I want to do everything, guys. Why can't I just fucking do everything? Why can't I just do everything that I set my mind to? Because I also want to make fan animations, goddamn. I want to make fan animations. I want to make video games. I want to I want to write an entire other fantasy series besides the one I've already written. I want to do everything. I think you can do it, 13. Yeah, indie devs really are on the up and up, and like again, they make the best games because they can take risks. You know, they can make games that no corporation would be willing to take the risk on. You know, they can be truly artistic. There are only a few companies right now that are willing to let certain directors be creative and risky, like oh god damn it, what's his name, motherfucker who made Death Stranding and Metal Gear Solid. Only like one of the biggest fucking you guys know who I'm talking about. He can do what he wants. Same thing with Yoko Taro, the guy behind Drakengard and Nier, you know, he can make some really truly artistic stuff. But you gotta like be in the, you know, you kind of have to work your way to that. You gotta be either have to be video game royalty, or you just have to be a slave. Kojima, yeah, of course. Yeah, duh. Oh my god. How did I forget that? Can't write any book. Yeah, just don't. Just don't. Just don't. Just say, hey, they went to the blacksmith. Just don't do it. Don't do it. That's one thing. That's a mistake I've made before. Is like, if I get to a point in a book where I get to where something happens that I'm really knowledgeable about, I suddenly want to just like pour all. I want to show off how much I know about this given fucking subject, when literally nobody cares. I've done it before. I've done it in books that I've ghostwritten, in books that I've published. It's not a good idea. It's not a good look. Yeah, the AAA industry, their main issue right now is that their budgets have been going up and up and up and up into the multi-millions for certain video games. And when you have that much money on the line, you can't take risks. You just can't do it. And as the budgets continue to rise, you can't make a game without filling it with ruining it with microtransactions and bullshit. Because you won't make your money back, or either that, or you can't get the shareholders to agree to a project that you can't get this money back on. Don't want the millionth. I don't know. I think we could probably use one more, but just one more, even though I don't play that genre. I think one more. This time would be different, bro. This time would be good. I swear. Just one more, bro, please. Let's see. Are we done? I think we're done. With the first draft, I mean, of course I'm gonna redo the tail because I don't like how the alpha paint works here. It's optimized, but whatever. We can do not optimized, just slightly less optimized, a sneeze less optimized. I didn't even know Halo was still making games. Hold up, y'all. I gotta use the restroom. I'm gonna let y'all have some fun real quick while I go. Oh, wait, you know what? I think you'll see it better over here. Let me try a throwable. Hang on. Nope. Okay. It's just entirely messed up. Just entirely messed up. I don't know why. All right, Wireframe, we'll see you in a little bit. All right. I don't know what to do. I'm just gonna put myself right here and let you guys see. I think the throwable will work here. Very little. Fantastic. All right. Back to it. Okay. All right, let me see that thing. We're in Discord. Well, I appreciate you too on the day of Dragon Appreciation Day. I wanted to wait till you had your E2 and then I'd put it up here with the others. Yeah, you'd break my monitor. You'd break my break all my shit. Yeah, guys, I think I'm pretty much done with this thing. For the most part. Yeah, like let me take a look at that. Yeah, I mean, it's a very simple design. Not a heck of a lot going on. That's really wacky. We got the gills painted on. Probably just gotta give those a little bit of a shadow to them so that they, you know, appear more gill-like. And that's about it. Thank you, Cosplayzilla. Again, Flippy, don't hit the microphone, you bad boy. He's a bad kitty. He's a bad kitty. He's a bad kitty. I think they are gills. I'm pretty sure they're gills. I don't know the full story. Yeah, kind of like a fish gills. I'll have to double check to make sure that that's what they are, and I'm not just making that up. But the reference showed some kind of gill-like stuff going on right around here. I don't know if you can really assign an element to this dragon. Oh, I just realized our music ran out. It's more of like a synthetic dragon, you know, like android, you know, part machine, part organic. Hence why it, you know, the head looks like this. You know, with like a skull kind of floating over a tube. Reminds me, I need to soften up the edges on these, on the mouth here. Cyborg, yes, that's probably the closer word. Actually, if I try doing it this way. There we go. That looks a little bit nicer. Half dragon, half machine, kind of. It's kind of hard to explain. Mainly because it's not my design and I don't know the full story, but that's kind of how I'm interpreting it. Yeah, design is tough. The way that I would gather these kinds of materials is really just go ahead and just go with whatever you think looks cool, and let me, whenever we get to the sketching phase, let me put together what I think would work well with the design as a whole. You know, I'll help you as your artist. Think of your job as the brainstormer, and then I just trim out the stuff that I think might be too much, or it's things that won't work in 3D. Because sometimes when people give me a 2D reference, their design, you know, works fine in 2D, works perfect, but there might be something that just doesn't translate well to 3D. Happens. Yeah, I think you're right. I think cyborg is the word, because it is like a half dragon, half robot. I don't think it's a robot that thinks it's a human or looks like a human, or I guess in this case a dragon. Oh, trust me, there are some clients I know of right now who I swear they think their job is to make my job as hard as possible. Swear to Christ. There are at least a few that I can think of that actually were that way. The kinds that, like, you know, they want endless revisions. Yeah. But no more. I don't let those people get a hold. You know, I don't do business with those kinds of people anymore. Not endless revisions, you know. There's a certain amount of revisions that I think every artist is like inclined to give, but not infinite, you know. Yeah, I don't know what I really want. Not really. You know, see, that I can work with. That is something that most people come to me with, because they're not artists. They wouldn't come to me if they were artists. They don't know what they want exactly. But the kinds of people that know, or if anything, the people who know what they want a little too well and are not willing to compromise on anything. Because you know, to a point where, like, they know exactly what they want, they just don't have the skills to make it happen. So they will ask for a constant round of revisions, forever, just constantly, until it is absolutely perfect. And that's just not realistic, you know? No model can be perfect. Especially when you're translating something from 2D to 3D. That's just not the case. All right, I think that's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and send this over to Blender. Yeah, let's send this over to Blender, and we'll see how it turns out. Yeah, I'll tell you this much. I have learned my lesson, and I understand whenever I'm about to get a client who's going to be like that. And I just say no. I was like, I don't need your money that bad. Or, you know, if they're willing to pay for endless rounds of revisions, then we'll go with endless rounds of revisions. You know, I'll do what you're willing to pay for, but, you know, I am going to make people pay for those endless rounds of revisions. All right. Let's switch this over to Blender, and we'll see how she turned out. Well, that's okay, Cal. Like I said, what I try to do is, like, I'll make the model, like the mesh. Then I'll ask them, hey, do you want any revisions done? Do you want anything changed? They'll say yes or no. That's one round of revisions for free. Then the next one, after I paint it, like, hey, how does this look? I painted it. Is there anything you want to change? Anything you want to add? They'll say yes or no, and then we move on to rigging, at which point, you know, I basically finish the model, and then we ask for one final round of revisions, which is free, and then anything after that is, you know, you gotta pay for it. You gotta pay for a round of revisions. That's 3 free rounds, basically. That's a lot. That's a lot. Rather just, yeah, and honestly, if you're just on stream and you can just point things out immediately, even better. And I understand some people can't come to my streams. Not everyone that commissions me can just pop into my streams. I get that. But man, it sure makes things easier. Hey Starfire, how's it going? It really does make things easier. That's why I do it. Really. That's one reason. Also because, you know, streaming commissions gets you more commissions and such. All right. Nice. Okay. Well, you know, like I said, no model's ever going to be perfect. Sometimes you just have to take whatever flaws may appear and roll with it. That's just, you know, the realities of working with an artist. That isn't you, you know. If you're your own artist, then you need to do whatever. Harask. Man, they must have called you something real bad. Gotcha. All right, I'm just going to delete this section right here. I'm just going to model that in. Oh, awesome. I was like, why is it not glowing? It's because I don't have bloom turned on. There you go. Figured that was going to happen. I'll fix that. Scales look a lot better in Substance Painter than they ended up in here. Are you blinding people? Yeah, some worlds just don't really don't know how to control that. You know, they're like, you know, more bloom, more emission intensity makes the world better. Oh, and the lasers. Oh man, I know for a fact those lasers are fucking blinding. I know it. And the scales really just did not turn out super great. I think it's just the shading. Like maybe the normal map needs to be more intense. No? No? Oh, that's the webbing, hey? Right here. That's nice. That kind of helped. There we go. That makes a naturally... That's what it was. It was the roughness was turned all the way down. The electricity, really? Huh. Maybe I might have turned that up a little too high. Huh. I'd have to look to see if I turned the emission intensity up really high on those electricity particles. Yeah, see, that makes like a natural snowy look to it, sparkly look. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and send this to our happy commissioner here. See what they think. I guess I don't really fully understand how that would blind people. I don't think I use a particularly bright blue, but I'd have to look. All right, control. That is true. I imagine you're not walking around and with lightning on forever. I don't know what I just did, but I hid basically all of the UI in Blender, and I don't know I'm supposed to get it back. Shit. Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't know how I did that. Oh, that's kind of neat. Control space, I think. Control Alt space. Huh. Unironically kind of cool. This is actually kind of good for streams. Assuming I don't need anything in the UI, I would just, because mostly what I use is hotkeys anyway. Oh, that's cool. Whenever you discover a hotkey by accident that you really, really like. That's pretty funny. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. I'm sure that we're going to need to do at least some revisions, but for the most part, I think it really did turn out really good. Like the shimmering snow, like as it was described here, it was like really, really small scales with shimmering snow. But the shimmering snow kind of looked to it. I really think that kind of just pops. I think I nailed that. I have a feeling. I might just be tooting my own horn here, but I feel good about it. It's a pretty weird hotkey. Control Alt Spacebar of all things. Yeah, eventually I swear I'm just gonna slam my head against the keyboard and I'm gonna discover some kind of hotkey that makes the entire model for you perfectly just as you imagined it in a single hotkey. Blender has so many hotkeys that might just happen. I don't know. And then if you want it back, just play them. Nice. All right. What else can we work on while we're here? Well, because this is pretty much it. This is all we can do with this one until I get feedback. So I think we'll leave that alone. Work on something else for a second. For fun. Wait, what time is it? Oh yeah, okay. Well, this is good enough place as any to stop for today. I'll probably get some feedback, get back to work on it on Wednesday, Thursday. And Braveheart, this is the one that's right ahead of yours in the queue. So as soon as this is done, I'll get started on your design. So this will probably take me about another week or so to get done. God, that looks good. They greatly appreciate the boot thing. That was fun to make. I'm glad that they like it. The fact that they have to like linger on it too, that I didn't even know I could do that. I had to get a little creative with that, but I'm glad I figured that out, because that's has a lot of applications outside of just the boop. But yeah, I'm gonna send you guys on a raid. All right, who are we gonna hate raid today? Adjust it to the whole snout. We could do that. We can do that pretty easy. Yeah, and even if you don't have any of the images ready, that's okay. You know, it's helpful, but I can still work based on what you just described. You know, I just try to have you as included as possible. All right, let's see. The Red Dragoon is streaming Blender again. Been a long time since I've seen him stream Blender, so I'm going to send y'all his way. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all again probably on Thursday. I don't think I'm going to stream tomorrow. What's Wednesday? Yeah, definitely not tomorrow, but Thursday for sure. And we'll be getting right back to work on this. All right. Y'all go show the Red Dragoon lots of love and support, and have a good day. Have a good evening. Peace out.